I'm giving some home cooks some advice, buy a good quality piece of meat. I selected us the cowboy ribeye, bone-in ribeye. So this is 20 ounces from our Springvale ranch. Any steak that's over an inch, you want to get it close to room temperature. Give it a quick rub. Salt from high. You're probably going to say, oh my God, that's a lot of salt, and it's probably not enough yet.
All right.
We even want to get it on the sides. Now we let that sit for just a bit. Make sure you have your barbecue or your pan as hot as possible, and we're going to place it like this, and we're just going to tap it a little bit. So all we're doing is creating some contact with it. We're going to let this sit for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to do the quarter turn.
Okay.
And then 2 minutes, and then we'll flip 2 minutes and 2 minutes. So we have nice marks there. We're going to move it to a new spot, give it a little tap again.
Oh, so you didn't turn it, you just moved it to a new spot.
Just going to move it to a new spot.
Is that with every type of grill or just because you've
I
got
would do that with every type of grill. So if I'm barbecuing at home and I start my steak on this side, when I do my quarter turn, I'm going to move to the hot spot again, let that one, and then keep going back and forth to the hot spot. So that way your grill has a tip to heat up. Because if you keep going on the same spot, it's dropping the temperature, it's dropping the temperature, dropping the temperature. The less time you cook the steak, the better. So you want high heat for the shortest amount of time. This is confit garlic oil, second salt. You're like, holy cow, how much salt does this guy use? This is the secret, this is the magic to the meat. We do the pepper in the end. I never recommend putting pepper on the steak early in the game because if you're using cast iron or your barbecue or especially something like this, it'll actually burn the pepper and it makes it get almost like that carcinogenic kind of flavor to it. One of the most important parts that's missed by the home cook, resting the steak properly. Kind of the rule of thumb is if the steak takes you 8 minutes, you want to let it rest for 4. And what that is the redistribution of all the juices, and it makes for a more tender, juicy steak. And here's the last secret to the magic. We throw it back on the grill. All this is doing is now crusting it really quickly. It's making sure the steak is going to be really hot when it gets to the guest. So if you noticed, when I'm cutting this, the juices aren't going all over the board.
Yeah.
So you'll notice if you see home cooks when they take pictures on Instagram, the plate is flooded. It's because they didn't let the steak rest. So all the juices are still in the meat.
Oh, looks delicious. Look at that.
See that sizzle. This is how we do in the kitchen. Grab a piece and
all right.
Go ahead.
Real good. Oh.